Raul Rosas Jr. versus Ricky Turcios. And Rosas tries to go in and touch gloves, and immediately Turcios nearly lands a kick up top. Rosas Jr. is learning quick. There's no time to touch gloves with these guys. Can't come in there being nice. Turcios came to fight and lands a leg kick quick. And very quick start. A lot of both guys jumpy. And here goes Rosas right to the ground. And Turcios can't believe it. You see the look on his face. Like, you got to know this is coming against Rosas Jr., right? I mean, you got to know it's coming. This is the guy's MO. He wants to take you down. And unfortunately for Turcios, he gets up the takedown right away. Right away. Now Rosas has top position. He's looking to, Tertios is against the fence, so it's very hard. He's trying to pull him out, and he does pull him out. Tertios drags himself back to the fence. So right now, Tertios is okay. And the crowd chanting something that says something about Ricky. I don't know if it's FU or what's going on. I'm trying to hear what they're saying, but it sounds like a negative toward Ricky Turcios. And I believe it because, you know, despite Raul Rosas Jr. being from Mexico and Turcios is American and we're fighting in America, I think people recognize that this guy is a legitimate fighter. He's the future of the division, and they want to see a big performance by the 19-year-old. And Turcios in all types of trouble right now as Rosas just controlling the top. And that's what you can expect from him, right? In the next few fights we watch, his ground game is going to get better and better. But against Christian Rodriguez, he couldn't do it. Rodriguez was just too strong, too much of a veteran. But as he fights other fighters, you're going to see a heavy ground game. And now Rosas landing some big rights on Turcios. He looks to take the back, but instead he drives him back into the fence. And we're back to square one. Turcios standing up. His corner's clapping. They got to like this. And that's big. Now he lands a knee to the body. And Rosas looking to pick him up again. And he takes him right down. Unbelievable. And this guy's relentless. And Tertios doing a good job in defense. It's just that Rosas Jr. is relentless on the ground. I mean, he's going to continue to get the head on the hip, making it hard for Tertios to do anything. And Tertios trying to land some elbows, much like Curtis Blades versus Jailton Almeida, if you remember that. Jailton was taking everybody down. And finally, Curtis Blades had enough after 9 takedowns in 2 rounds and just started landing elbows and hammers and won the fight. But I don't see Tertios doing that here. Watch the fence grab, ref. Come on, baby. Okay, Raul's looking to take the back. He's trying to get the legs wrapped around. Tertios doing a good job of defending most positions. And if Tertios is smart here, he could find himself on top. And Tertios is out. And now he's on top. Oh boy. And that's a mistake by Rosas Jr. Now Tertios takes the back and gets the body lock. And look at this. Now he's getting underneath of Rosas. Rosas is in trouble. Oh my goodness. Keep your chin down. A lot of time left here. Rosas is trying to pound away, but he should be fighting the hands. Unless he feels good about his chin being down, which it is. But I'll tell you what, Tertios is sliding slowly. And now Rosas is trying to fight the hands. This isn't good. This is not good. It seems like it's getting lower and lower. And Rosas pounding away. And he's got one arm broke. And now Rosas turns. Crowd loves it. Now he's pounding away. Not happy about that almost coming to an end. And now Rosas takes the back. Unbelievable turn of events. And boy, Tertios is really protecting that right arm from getting wrapped around. And I'll tell you what, if there's another 30 seconds left in this round, Rosas might get a finish here. But the clock's ticking down under 5 seconds now in a wild first round. back and forth here. Unbelievable. And, it's going to be interesting how the judges judge this round because this is a tough part for Rosas Jr. Sometimes the takedowns and control don't matter against the striking because Turcios led 53-20 in total strikes, just 9-3 in significant. So you had a lot of punches and kicks and body shots, things of that nature, but they weren't significant, right? Head strikes 5-3 for Turcios, but Rosas Jr. 2 takedowns, 3 minutes and 40 seconds of control. So, but at the end of the day, what did he really do in that time? That's the bottom line. So you can make the case for both guys. Rosas Jr. controlled the ground for the most part, but he's trailing big time in significant strikes. So here we go into round 2, and if you're the cornerman, you got to be telling Rosas Jr.'s corner, take the ground, take the takedowns, obviously, but be very careful of switching positions. Don't let Turcios get the upper hand. And if you're Turcios' corner, you're saying, let's try to get a minute or two on the feet. Let's protect the takedown at all costs because you're winning on the feet. And here we go with round 2. And this time, no touch of gloves. And a flying knee by Rosas. The crowd's loving it. And Rosas much more animated now after nearly getting submitted. And he lands a big flying knee on Turcios. Now Rosas Jr. right back to the takedown. So this is not good for Ricky Turcios. He's got to be able to stop these takedowns, but he just can't seem to do it. Now Turcios being warned about elbows to the back. And he didn't like that at all. Kind of shoves the ref off, and they continue going at it. So you got 3 takedowns now by Rosas, as he's got the body lock, and he's behind. He's got the back and the body lock, so this isn't good for Turcios. It's not a perfect position because Turcios might still be able to turn, but that body lock is going to prevent that for the time being. And even though this fight spent a lot of time on the ground, it's still considered a wild first round. It's very animated. Ooh, and Rosas is close here. Oh, Turcios fights the hands well, just as he was getting the second one locked in. And both guys recognize what's going on. Right now, Turcios pushing Rosas Jr. In the head, pushing his head far away so he can't get it locked in efficiently. And now Turcios is looking to try to stand up. Rosas Jr. still has the back, and Turcios goes right back to the ground. And we'll see if Rosas Jr. can go to work here. Love to see this guy get a finish. Ooh. Turcios has it. Oh, this time he's got it locked, but just like before, it's not low. Oh boy, this is tight though. This is absolutely tight. It's not even underneath, but I could very easily see Turcios tapping here as they roll around. Oh, it's tight. Yeah, this is not good. Turcios is going to have to tap. He taps, and that's it. Raul Rosas Jr. gets the win. That's what I'm talking about. And that was a good battle against a good fighter in Ricky Turcios. And he's going to jump on top of the octagon. And I don't see any officials trying to talk him down, which is a good thing. Maybe Dana White got to those guys. Beautiful. But Raul Rosas Jr., if I can say his name right, has the crowd amped up as he sits on top of the octagon fence. And that'll do it here. First fight is done. And we need to run the table here. We're doing it right now. Got the first one. Raul Rosas Jr., the 19-year-old phenom, moves to 9-1 here in the bantamweight division at UFC Louisville.